Hello? Can everyone hear me? Oh, yes, for once y'all can actually hear me. Okay. If my, if the game is too quiet or my voice is too loud or vice versa, just let me know and I'll adjust it as needed. I skimmed over most of what y'all were saying or whatever. I will say, yeah, good evening, everyone. It looks like all the usual people are here. Yeah, evening. Sorry for... that was late, yeah. My computer didn't mess up the audio, but it, you know... it did. It was unrelated to the game, but yeah. I had to sort that out. Note to self, never restart the computer shortly before streaming. I'm on my way to eat apples at you. Damn. I want an apple. Even though they hurt my teeth, but yeah. Yeah. I will say for games I'm looking forward to, I'm not really sure. I can kind of wait on the new Fire Emblem because I'm still playing Three Houses, so that'll probably keep me for a while, and then I want to play some of the older ones. And that's all while playing Trails, which is eating up most of my free time anyway, so yeah. There's that. I like all the Xenoblade updates though. Cause like even the Switch 2 editions of like 1, 2, and 3, I think are pretty cool. I like how they're adding extra shit to them. Particularly Xenoblade 2 because that game doesn't run well on like anything. I mean, I've even used the Luffy strat for Xenoblade 2, you know, wink wink nudge nudge if you get what I'm saying, and the game still doesn't even run even with that special help. You know, Nintendo ninjas don't come after me, but, you know. So that game badly needed a remaster. Hey Wolfster, I'm really excited for Genesis. Sorry, I'm just so hungry and Joaquin is right behind me. I might get the Switch 2 edition for a 2 replay if I have time during the summer. Yeah, I'm really excited for those re-releases, which I never thought I'd end up being that excited for re-releases, but yeah. But I think 2 in particular could definitely have used it. Well, funnily enough, I still need to play Xenoblade 3, but Xenoblade Genesis, I don't know, I need to see more of it, you know. It was a school setting, so the character designs weren't really anything special, you know, because they were all kind of wearing the same uniform. I need to see gameplay of that before I, like, form any stronger opinions on it, but I guess it's cool they're making a new one. Xenoblade and FE are the excuse I need to finally get a Switch 2. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can expedite me getting a Switch 2, even if I might have to... Nox, you said the cup noodles. I proposed the tuna sandwich. I pitched to you the tuna sandwich, but yeah. I kind of want to get a Switch 2 now before they give it another price hike. Never played any Xeno games? I recommend it, Historian. They're pretty good, especially if you like JRPGs already. About a Switch 2 6 months ago, and I have yet to play it. Was waiting for Fire Emblem, and I knew tariff shenanigans weren't going away. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, last time on FF14 we learned that the Warrior of Light is slowly getting morphed into a Sin Eater. I can't believe you stole it. Ah, she'll be fine. She can just sleep it off. People saying that they think Genesis doesn't look sci-fi in the way other Xeno games do amuses me. Well, if it follows the same pattern the others do, they might reveal the sci-fi stuff later, you know, as like a plot twist or something, because they kind of tend to do stuff like that. I know they especially kind of did that especially in 1 and 2, they did that. Now, I will say, though, at first glance, it does look more fantasy-leaning than, you know, the others, but, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to be like that. Like I said, I need to see more of it before forming more opinions on it. We encountered Ranjit, and Urianger rescued him into the hole, which Ythdola seemingly perishing. Good thing she's also a cat, so she has lives to spare. So the plot has to kill her 9 times. Yeah. That shit is clearly taking space on an artificial space colony if you're familiar with that type of stuff. It could be, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I learned this a while ago, but the new Bubsy game, they get Sean Shiplock to voice him, so now I'm imagining Bubsy calling Valimar. I've only played Xenoblade 1 and didn't really like it, but I want to try 2 or 3 at some point. I haven't played 3. 2 has a really good battle system. The only problem with 2 is you would have to look up how it works online, because the game does a horrible job of explaining it to you, but like once you understand it, it's really fun. I think I'm gonna wait until the Straw Hats manage the backwards engine here. But Takahashi definitely is the type of nerd who knows what an O'Neill cylinder or the like is, and the way the world curves is a massive tell for this type of thing. Yeah, at a glance, sure, but I'm well aware of how Takahashi operates at this point, and I can spot his tricks a mile away. Well, maybe I'll watch it again. I mean, I only watched the trailer like 1 time and kind of just, you know, it was all cutscene, so I can always watch it again and, you know, give it a closer look. I'm excited for it. I'm just, yeah, I don't know. It's mostly because I didn't see any gameplay. I have to see some gameplay first. That's really what I'm hung up on. You know, if the game looks fun, then I'm more than willing to give it a chance. Even whether it's fantasy, sci-fi, or anything in between. But I'm sure it's Xeno, so they're gonna put something sci-fi in there, you know. Xenoblade 2 soured me on Xenoblade, but Xenogears is my favorite game of all time, so I still need to play Gears and Saga. Chugga Conroy has a fantastic tutorial for Xenoblade 2. Yeah, Chugga Conroy, and I think there's another dude called Enel, and he has a Xenoblade 2 tutorial too, and that's how I, like, learned how to play the game. So, yeah, I'd recommend either one of those two. A Xenogears remake would be the most insane thing ever. I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm a little tired of remakes. Like, something like Trails in the Sky, that's different, because, you know, like, you know, or like if it's a good remake, yeah, okay, sure, but like, I do think the industry is kind of a little too trigger happy with these remakes when they could be putting this energy into new entries, like. Anyway, let's start the story. Almet, please tell me you know if that hole might lead out into the woods somewhere. Were there another means of exiting the temple, there's no question that we would know of it. But I fear that is of little consequence, for we have tried to mark the depth of the pit, and failed. To fall from such a height. She'll be fine, guys. It's not her first near-death experience. Sister, I come bearing news. The Yulmoran soldiers and the children have fled Maja. I still don't know how to pronounce that shit, even though they've pronounced it in dialogue before. They've abandoned the Slither's Bow as well, though they yet remain in the swamps near Lakeland. Unfortunately, a number of the Blessed were poisoned while fending off the soldiers. One we believe to be of their order was found lost in Ixmaja, feverish and badly wounded. He was taken to Fanau for treatment, but I fear there's little we can do for him. He and the other Blessed will not last long without an antidote. Well, at least I do have the antidote, though. Then we must act quickly. If you have a spare vial, Minfilia and I can deliver it to the Blessed at Slither's Bow. You and Urianger should return to Fanau and tend to the wounded villager there. What about Y'shtola? I know it seems callous of us to leave, but she leapt into that hole for a reason. We have to save the Blessed, whatever it takes. Alright. My sisters and I will remain here. We must be certain no soldiers are still lurking about. Come, weapons, let's not Y'shtola's sacrifice be in vain. To Fanau. Space colonies tend to have a structure where the places people live exist inside a rotating shell of some type. There's multiple shapes like cylinders, spears, and right ring worlds. Okay, we need new content because the rotation of the colony basically creates a centrifugal force that acts as an artificial gravert. Interesting. Xenogears would be different because that game is notorious for not actually being finished. Okay, well that I didn't know. Gravity even. Xenogears, unlike others, needs a remake so that I can... Okay, okay, Xenogears was unfinished. Okay, so alright. That makes sense. Alright. Also, big mecha anime RPG would shine with modern graphics. We could get Cold Steel-like mech battles. Oh, that's where you are. I'll invite you after this. 'Twas he who forestalled the Omoran's processions, and in doing so afforded thee time to traverse the temple. Quickly, the antidote. Runar still appears visibly pained. Perhaps he requires another dose of medicine. Oh, okay. Distro of Xenogears is so infamous, they put a reference to it in Hi-Fi Rush because they didn't want to make it another level. Oh, hey Kevin, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, thanks for hanging out last night. Yeah, no problem. Medicine seems to take effect as the color slowly creeps back to his cheeks. Alright, cool. He's better. Gotta make him overdose. Yeah, full party. Oh yeah, they dropped a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer too. Nintendo low-key kind of just stole the show, because like across the different platforms, because like they even willed Kingdom Hearts 4 back into existence. Like, crazy. It would appear the worst hath passed those wounds yet want for mending. I shall minister to him forthwith. Now what they need to do is remake the mobile games, because for some reason those are relevant. But they also are no longer available, so yeah. Nomura's got his work cut out for him. The mobile game, yeah, the mobile games required reading. You can't even really read it because they shut the games down. It used to be the games stayed up but were cutscene only, but then they just shut them down like altogether. So the only way, I guess, if someone made YouTube videos on it, that's like the only way you can figure out what's going on in those games. Rest weapons, I prithee, I shall attend to Runer's ministrations. They are painfully relevant? Damn, not even like a little relevant, like painfully relevant.
Runa, thank goodness.
We delivered the antidote to Slitherbough, and from what we could gather on the way here, the Ulmorans have had the good manners to withdraw. Thank the gods they did, or we would never have made it here in time. I'm told we have Runar and his comrades to thank for keeping the soldiers occupied prior to their retreat. They were preparing to come for you and Y'shtola, it seems, when Runar rallied the villagers and pursued them out of Slitherbough.
Thou art safe now, friend. Pray, rest thee a while longer.
Eeks Maya, I gotta remember that.
No, I am all right. Somewhat heavy of limb, perhaps, but otherwise well, I assure you. I am glad to see you are all safe. When we realized where the soldiers were headed, we knew something had to be done. I do not see Master Matoya. She was with you, yes? What happened to her?
I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this. It's fine, she'll live. She has some plot armor to spare.
What? Well, say something. Where is Master Matoya? that cannot be. Why would she do such a thing? Was there no other way? I cannot believe that she... We must begin the search immediately. I will come with you. What are you waiting for? We must find her. She could be trapped, or hurt, or...
She has plot armor. She'll be
She's
fine.
alive, damn you.
Well, he's a little more tapped into the plot than everyone else is. He's like, nah, she's gonna live.
Forgive me for interrupting, but our scouts have apprehended an intruder.
Oh?
We thought perhaps he might be an associate of yours.
Oh? Oh. Him.
Oh, look who it is.
Well, this is embarrassing. In my defense, they are surprisingly tenacious. So, what trouble have you gotten yourselves into this time?
Max level chud incoming. He's already level 110 and Evercold isn't even out yet.
Well, well. What an intriguing turn of events. My condolences, by the way. It is never easy to lose the ones we love.
He literally ran at the first sign of trouble. Yeah, pieced out as soon as arrows started falling.
Well, she is dead, isn't she? Wishing it were otherwise will not make it so.
That you should be indifferent to her loss is no surprise. But to us, she was a friend. The best of friends.
Guys, there's like a 90% chance she's fine. Like, Stormblood was only one expansion ago. Xenos literally cut her down and she came out the other end of that. Like, I mean... Then there was that time in Heaven's Word. You know, we got her out of the live stream, albeit it did cost her her eyesight, but still. How's Shadowbringers going? You know, business as usual. Causing trouble. Killing Lightwardens, etc., etc.
You have something on your mind. What is it?
What do you think?
Pray recount to us again that which thou witnessed in the ruins, omitting not the slightest detail. Flow.
The teleportation magic she used to spirit us away from Uldar after the bloody banquet. I recall a similar gale in the tunnel before it took effect.
Interesting. I thought I sensed a brief disturbance in the live stream. How reassuring to know it was not my imagination.
Well, that's why he was so...
I should mention, which would suggest she is still adrift on its currents.
That's why he didn't really feel any type of way. He's like, well, I'm sure she's fine.
Then I fear she may yet be lost to us. For it was only by the grace of the elementals that she was plucked from that great ethereal river.
I'm sure she's fine. Maybe.
Ah, very well. I'll go and fetch her.
Wait, what does he mean, fetch her? Like, he can just do that? Like it's another Tuesday?
Perhaps a clear and unambiguous act of kindness will serve to win the trust you seem so determined to deny me.
Now then, if I'm to fetch her for you, I will require a suitable place to work. We must find somewhere that resonates strongly with the life stream. And by we, I mean you. To that end, I give you this, an ethereal lamp of my own design. Keep it close as you venture out into the woods. The brighter the glow, the stronger the location's resonance with the life stream. Once you've found a likely spot, all you need to do is whistle. You do know how to whistle, don't you, hero? Just put your lips together and blow. So it wasn't this way. How do I get out of here? Okay, this way. Wonder how Emmet would react to you poking his third eye. Shit, I already answered that. No, coming back from falling into a hole. He probably wouldn't care as it's just a vessel for him. We needed to help the elementals in the presence of a family member to pull her out of the live stream. Channeling your inner guys for things of the wind. She used flow again. Alright, I remember. Yeah, flow is also why Thancred can't use Aether. He has it worse, yeah. Yeah, in a way, yeah. Fetch, Emmet, fetch. Oh my god, Balmung is not a congested mess, I can just go there. Gotta go grab a Y'shtola from Tesco. Tesco, isn't that English? Are you, I guess you're from the UK? I think Tesco is like UK Walmart, right? Oh, you just think the name is funny? I did look it up. Yeah, it looks like Tesco is like the... Yeah, like the UK version of like what Walmart would be like over here. Or maybe Costco. It looks like Costco. The logo does. Anyway. Once in a blue moon moment. Only... Oh, okay, so this isn't even an Ascian thing. It's just an Emmet thing. He's gonna pull my cat out of the river. Ascians swim the Aether Currents like they're trout. Oh, and chat with Emmet again. Okay, well. Maybe I'll do that now. Because I don't know what he's gonna say after I finish the quest. I suck at whistling, I can't do it. I can't either. Well, not loudly at least. You're not, you just think the name is funny. Okay. Well, what are you standing around here for? Get searching. You do want to save her, don't you? I mean, guys, okay, sure. We will rescue Y'shtola, even though if we don't rescue Y'shtola, the plot will literally do it for us, because marketing. Or something. Only Emmet can do that because of stuff we learn about him later. The Lego movie about Emmet is Emmet's cell. You mean like the first Lego movie? Did they ever make more than one of those? I remember watching... I think it was the first one, but that was years ago. Gosh. Dim. It's probably around the edges, though. Okay, so I don't have to keep checking the inventory. That's good. Why do I feel like it's in here? Oh, sorry, Ryoku. The party's kind of full. Well, it's not really full. I can invite 5 people, but I gotta remove one of y'all if we do a dungeon. Still a dim light. Check by the cliff. What, this way? Let's see. Oh, because I'm outside of it. Alright, let's check this way. Okay, it glows faintly. Feel like it's right by the tree. Warmly. Faintly. Warmly. Emmett could pinpoint it and somebody finds it funny watching you run around. He was hoping I'd fall off, probably. Alright, let me back up a bit. Rightly, okay. Damn, Ryoki, you were right. Thanks, because I would have taken an extra 20 minutes to figure that out.
Yes, this place should serve well enough.
Ah, voice acting.
Might I have a little space? I need to concentrate.
The battle music cutting in makes this kind of funny.
Now then, what color was her soul again?
I don't remember. White? Her hair's white. That's a weird glitch. Eh. Wait, is she gonna be... I was about to say, I guess her clothes aren't coming with her once again.
He's done it. He's brought her back.
Oh, okay, he was even nice enough to give her clothes back. Gotta give the fans what they want. Clothes beam!
Pistola, are you all right?
He has a clothes beam. He never has to spend money on clothes. Man.
Yes, though I cannot imagine how. What happened?
The pervs in the audience, damn it. Well, the game is rated T, so they couldn't really show you much anyway. Unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, but yeah. I'm still fixated on the clothes beam. That shit is probably so convenient.
Thou didst invoke the power of flow, which thence did usher thy soul unto the life stream.
I wanted to save the antidote, and after that... I did something exceedingly reckless, for which you will just have to forgive me.
It's fine. You should have, what, like 6 lives left? So you'll be good. Technically, it isn't just clothes. I mean, Alphino saw her naked before and even kept a mental note of it.
Master Matoya! Oh, thank the heavens you're all right. I had nearly given up hope.
Just don't do it again next expansion.
What would the others think if they saw you like this? Come now. Did you really think I would go gently into that dark night with so much left undone? So many mysteries left unsolved?
Is there aught you wish to say to me? A word of thanks, perhaps?
Just don't do it again next expansion. Do not trust my Warrior of Light around the flow retrieval spell. Just kiss her already, Runar. I guess if that one Aura guy, I forgot his name. I guess if he was Little Sun, I guess Runar is Big Moon. Because they're opposites. I don't know.
Selk, the Ascian of whom I spoke. 'Twas he who plucked thee from the life stream.
I see. Thank you. Differences notwithstanding, you saved my life, and for that I am grateful. But let us turn our attention to more important matters, such as the Katana Ravel. You had better not have explored its depths without me.
Well, Almet and the others should be pleased to see you in such uncharacteristically high spirits. Let us return to Fanoff then, and discuss the coming expedition.
Oh, it's dungeon time? Cool. Magni will forever be alone. That was his name, Magni. Or he has to shack up with Sadu. Unfortunately, he is also not her Nama. Thank you, Emmet. You are still a smug prick. Okay, and it's dungeon time. Are you doing the expansion as Dark Knight due to the expansion trailer, or do you actually main it? No, it's because of the expansion trailer. So ever since Heavensward... Because I did a Realm Reborn as a Lancer and then Dragoon, because I just wanted to. You know, I just picked whatever class I was most interested in. And then, yeah, when I noticed that every trailer has, like, the Warrior of Light being a specific job, I decided to just roleplay as whatever the job's expansion was. Whatever the poster boy of the expansion was, yeah. So, like, I was a samurai back in Stormblood. I technically should have been a samurai and a monk, I guess, if I was going strictly based off of trailers, but, like... I don't know, I just stuck with samurai for the whole thing because I wanted to use it. So yeah, it's just for role-playing reasons. I don't really have a main. I kind of like all the jobs, to be honest. Although I hear that's kind of an issue with the game, though. Like, the different jobs are kind of becoming homogenized, and they all kind of feel the same, which is why they're trying to update the combat in the next expansion. There's like apparently a big debate about that, over how good it's going to be and stuff. What a touching reunion that was. It fair brought a tear to my eye, but as we both know, such tender moments are nothing if not momentary. Before long, they will remember their many differences and return to squabbling. Yeah, it's kind of rich coming from an Ascian. Flattery will get you nowhere, my dear. But seriously, we Ascians do what we do for the greater good. For the rejoining. Though we may sow the seeds of chaos, it is man who tends to them, he who reaps their bountiful harvest. But I grow tired of these arguments. If you would kindly refrain from retorting and return to your customary brooding silence, I will take it as thanks for rescuing your companion and leave it at that. Now, we mustn't keep your friends waiting. Yeah, now I do it. Yeah, I just figured it'd be more fun that way. So you're gonna do Paladin and Endwalker? Yep, that's the plan. Oh, Paladin's your main historian. I will say Paladin looks kind of interesting, at least at the higher levels. Yeah, so it'd be the plan would be Paladin for Endwalker, and then Viper and Dawntrail, and then whatever the hell the protagonist is using in It's called Evercold, right? In Evercold, that's what I'd be going with. Still don't know what the new tank and the new range DPS is going to be yet. I don't know. Well, outside of the highest end of Raiders, you on high end, there are notable differences. However, It was in an effort to streamline, and as of now, the streamline went too far. Oh. Evercold Warrior of Light is Reaper. Probably one of the new... Well, here's the thing, though. Like, okay, like, a Realm Reborn was like a Realm Reborn. So that was whatever. Heaven's Word, though, you were a Dragoon. Or well, the Warrior of Light was a Dragoon, which is a job that's already in... A job that's already in the game. That's not a new job, but it was still the poster boy of the expansion. Stormblood, it was Samurai. Well, half the time it was Monk, but the other half it was Samurai, which was a new job introduced for the expansion. Then Shadowbringers, it was Dark Knight, which was an already existing job that was added 2 expansions ago. Then Endwalker was Paladin, existing job. Well, it's not as much of a pattern as I was thinking. Dawn Trail, it was Viper, which was new job. I'm thinking Evercold might be existing job. I don't know like what the story looks like at that point, so I can't really give any theories as to what like what they'd be in the trailer. Yeah, okay, I was Archer to Warrior in a Realm Reborn. The tank might be related to, how do you say this guy's name? I know who you're talking about, I just, Rataten? I know who you mean, the Rogadin guy. Yeah, guy's a subordinate. So, in an effort to synchronize raid buffs, most jobs feel samey as a result, hence why they are removing them in Evercold. The 2-minute meta will die soon, and the fights won't be designed around it. Reaper relates to the Garleans, just so you know. I did not know that. I'm thinking it could also be, like, what if they did one of the mage jobs? Because they've never had the Warrior of Light actually, like, use one of the mage jobs on screen. Like, maybe they're not quite as, I guess they wouldn't look quite as good in like a opening movie as like one of the like melee jobs, but you know, like he's never been a black mage before, or a you know, in a weird way, I'm thinking it could even. What if it was Sage? Never been a mage, and never been a healer. If they're going for jobs that are already in the game. Yeah, we've kind of exhausted the melee and tanks. At least, well, the really cool looking ones, I guess. Red Mage would also be peak, not biased. I was thinking as well, for the new jobs that they're going to add. I kind of entertained the thought, well, maybe one of them could be Mystic Knight, but then I'm like, no, but like... Mystic Knight as a range DPS would probably be too similar to Red Mage, which is already in the game. So, like, they would have to, If they add Mystic Knight, it would have to be a physical melee job to contrast with Red Mage. I was also... Because another thing too, I guess, it can't really be... I'm thinking it can't really be Viking and Berserker, because they kind of already represented those two, whether aesthetically or mechanically, with what Warrior is now. So... Yeah, that's one thing I was thinking. We don't have Gambler yet, or, you know... Well, we have Astrologian, which is kind of card-based, but yeah. We don't have a Gambler class, that's true. Also, I love syncing item level to your highest item level. It makes it easier to play other jobs in high. I assume you mean high-end content, high-lit end content. So far, they mainly have the Warrior of Light B jobs in the opening cutscene. That isn't one that a Scion is using. Well, I know that more people, I think, join the Scions or at least become like adjacent allies, like as the game progresses. So I don't know what jobs they'll be. So I don't really know, like, I guess. Ah, well, that. All right. No, you are kind of right about that, actually. You are right about that. Warrior of Light cannot be a job that was taken by a Scion, so Sage, Astrologian, Black Mage, Red Mage, and Pictomancer are all out. Dragoon gets a pass because Estinian wasn't a Scion. Right. I'll talk to Emmett in a second. Also, Yoshi said he won't add a traditionally evil job like Necromancer. Oh. Reaper. I was about to say Reaper kind of, even if it's not evil, Reaper kind of fits the evil role. Dark Knight, I know Dark Knight isn't particularly evil, but it looks evil. I know, like, especially, like, you know, it's not inherently, but it has the look to it. I mean, I always thought, like, something like Necromancer could be, like, a, it could have been, like, a good, like, I guess, Dark Healer, but, yeah, okay, I get that. I'm still thinking, too, we need, like, a pure magic, we don't need it, but it'd be cool if we had, like, a pure magic tank. Like, but Paladin and Dark Knight are, like, hybrids, they're tanks that can use magic, but, like, you know what I mean. I told you I tire of these inane arguments. Shouldn't you be getting ready to slay the next Lightwarden? Yeah, actually, no, we're of one mind on that. I'm like, guys, we kind of forgot about that Lightwarden pretty quick, huh? My apologies for having put you all through such an ordeal. I could see no other way to save the Knights Blessed. Happily, both they and I yet live, thanks to you. But our work here is not yet done. We must make ready to enter Quitata Ravel and put the Lightwarden to the sword. It's why we have Rogue instead of Thief. Oh, Mage Tank was 3.0 Dark Knight? Okay, okay. So that was Heaven's Word, already Heaven's Word era Dark Knight. Okay, that makes sense. With the Yulmorans gone, your companion now returned, I think it's best you go now before they can regroup. With magic flowing once more through the Great Pyramid of Uxneer, the entrance to the Quitana Ravel should now be open. We haven't used Ninja yet. I feel like they might save that in case there's a more, I guess, you know, like, aesthetically Asian-looking expansion. I could be wrong. But, like, I feel like they took that opportunity to showcase both, like, Monk and Samurai for Stormblood, so I feel like, I don't know, if something ever happens in the East again, or whatever, maybe they're saving Ninja for that. Before we leave, Urianger, did you discover anything that may suggest the Lightwarden hides elsewhere? Nay, though we had but little time before the Yulmorans' most unwelcome arrival, we scoured the nearby environs and spoke once more with the one called Corral. Having hearkened to her tale, it is my judgment that the Sin Eater, which her late mother did SB, was indeed, or Espy, was indeed the being we seek, and that it most likely resided in the vicinity of the Rectica Falls. In the absence of any subsequent sightseeing, I have no reason to believe our quarry hath sought out a new sanctuary, and given the considerable difficulty we face in reaching the falls, we may be certain it hath not been disturbed by man. And then our course is clear. We must navigate to Quitana Ravel and make for Rectica Falls. Though you see it as but another obstacle to be navigated, the Quitana Ravel is the oldest and most sacred of our temples. The accumulated knowledge of the Empire is said to reside within. Knowledge which is rightly yours as allies of Ronka, you are welcome to explore. I fully intend to survey every elm of it, once our mission is complete. Were the Emperor still alive, he would be overjoyed to hear you say so. But I must warn you, though the way is open, it will still be heavily guarded. To discourage trespassers and test the worth of our allies, it had to be so. Be careful in there. Head east and you will find the path of azure flowers leading to the Ravel. I wish you safe passage through its halls. Master Matoya, I know I can't dissuade you from going, so please promise me you'll return safely. The Knights Blessed need you. You need not worry, Runar. I shall return and bring with me a long-awaited gift, one the Knights Blessed will treasure now and forevermore. Now let us away. Alright, I gotta go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, right. Where is he? Lest you doubt, I won't be helping you do battle with the Lightwarden. To accompany you thus is quite taxing enough. Now if you have no further questions. Yeah, actually, you got any friends over here in the first? Not a single one. Happily, I'm quite content to mingle with the masses. Even if I did crave the company of my own kind, one might say we're understaffed at present. Oh, whoops, sorry. I might have been partially responsible for that. There are no strict rules governing how we work, though that has not been without its consequences. In the beginning, we were each responsible for a shard, and free to do as we wish, but Igor... I still can't pronounce that bitch's name. Igorhim's impetuous temperament showed us the folly in that. In light of her failings, we took to work in tandem as the situation demanded. Mitron and Logcriff were supposed to take care of the first, of course. Alas, they were slain by the champions of this realm shortly before the flood. Expendable though they were, I found them quite useful. But that is a tale for another time. Right, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the... Ardberton, stop, I don't want to click on you. Oh my god. Ryoku, can you, like, drive a little bit past the bunny girl so I can actually click on your ride? I don't know, you said hop on, so I figure it's a two-seater. Yeah, Iggy is the reason why the 13th became the Void. There we go. Oh, yeah, I'm just on the back of it. Okay, cool. And we saw one of those two Emmett Melchin being cut down by Ardbert. But you can hold X to make the NPCs non-interactable. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of us in here. One of y'all's gonna have to sit this one out. Okay. Sorry, Historian, if it was... I guess if it was a trial, it wouldn't be an issue. Yeah. I'll let you back in when we're done. By the way, it is storming like hell outside, so... if I randomly disconnect, it's probably because Ramu said fuck you in particular. Rain, thunder, lightning, you know, the complete package. I should be fine, because I think the power lines are underground over here anyway, but, you know... just in case. I guess it was loud enough that it set off someone's car. Oh, tank stance. I thought a car bomb blew up due to something due to the... I did take a look out the window just to make sure, but I did hear the thunder right before that, so I figure it was probably related to that. And maybe it was loud enough to just set off someone's car or something. Yeah, it's been storming here a lot for like the past few days or so. It wasn't raining earlier today, though. I might as well stop here. These guys are so big I can't even see their AoE markers, if they have them. What's your policy on job advice? I don't really mind. I mean, I don't care. If I don't particularly agree or whatever. I don't have to follow it, but I'm open to suggestions. But you're fine. I figured that out. I know whichever one of his hands is glowing. Well, not glowing, but you know what I mean. They're called acrobats. I'm almost dead. Oh shit button. Oh, I'm already dead. I died before I hit Living Dead. There we go. I had to hit Living Dead anyway. Didn't realize these guys are pretty durable. Finally, we're getting somewhere. That one was messy. That one was pretty messy. Oh, we're waiting on a... Yeah, here he comes. Is he doing something I need to know about? Or? You know, with all the trees in the area, I kind of forgot that we still have the, like, eternal light. It doesn't look that way when you're over in, what's the place called? I already forgot its name. But yeah, when you're over there, it doesn't seem like it. But yeah, they're gonna shit their pants when we bring Night back over here. It does kind of look like the forest areas in near a bit, yeah. What the fuck is this? Oh. It's a Cerberus, but with the baboon mask. What the hell is he doing? And we're done. That's a lot of light. Oh, 2 to go? Okay. It's closer than I initially thought.
The Lightwarden is dead. The Blessed's prayers have been answered.
Aye, that they have.
Yay, I guess.
Her condition yet troubleth thee.
It does. Though she shows no immediate signs of corruption, the danger remains. She must be told.
Oh.
Would you describe it to me, Marie-Ange? Paint for me a picture with your words.
A sea of shimmering stars. Diamonds strewn across a raven gown. Boundless and beautiful.
She had to request Uriage describe it.
'Tis an exquisite sight, not unlike that of the source. Calm and gentle and forgiving.
I can see it.
For however deep the void, or wide the expanse, there is no shore so distant as to be beyond the reach of light. Ominous though that may sound, given our present travails.
Well fought. Let us return home. The murals. If I am not mistaken, they predate the Empire.
Yeah, this is an interesting picture we got here.
How can you tell?
A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments, but whatever was used here is older than anything I have ever seen. According to Almet, this sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder?
What do you mean, ooh, it's this scene?
Must you always linger after defeating your enemies? Navigating these halls on foot is exhausting.
Come to lead us to safety, have you?
I was bored. But how is the hero of the hour?
Fine for now, I guess.
Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work.
You're plotting something.
Every hour of every day. But never you mind about that. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I like to watch. Nothing more. Well, I would quit this place, and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done.
He's not wrong.
there is a sight to bring a tear to the eye.
Oh, well, he recognizes it, it seems.
You recognize these scenes?
That I do. Indeed, there was a time when anyone and everyone would. Until one calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it.
Okay.
And the worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world. A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture and paint. Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again, to look, learn, and remember.
Then share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening.
Yeah.
Before the Great Sundering, there was one world. A world that knew naught but peace and prosperity. Until it was faced with a crisis. Unprecedented, terrifying. Civilization found itself perched upon a precipice, staring into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiac was his name, and by his grace was the calamity averted.
Isn't that the god that the Ascians worship?
A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude. One would have thought, yet some thought otherwise. From the fears of these naysayers would rise Hydaelyn, she who was to serve as his shackles, to bind him and hold him in check.
Wait, what do you mean from the fears of the naysayers, Hydaelyn rose? I don't like where this is going.
So they fought, and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Hydaelyn was victorious. With all her strength, she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality. And thus was Zodiac banished and his being divided. That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history. Though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont.
So Hydaelyn's a primal?
I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiac and Hydaelyn are not gods.
Or they both are? Oh no.
What? Not gods of the first. Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or... Oh.
We've been bamboozled.
They are gods after a fashion, yes. But no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted. Formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion.
Damn it, I wish I still had my soundboard, but I haven't gotten time to put that back up yet.
The eldest and most powerful of primals.
You have spun quite a tale.
I'm inclined to believe him. I don't know why he would lie about something like this, though.
Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time?
No, my mic is hanging from an arm. That was my fist.
Finally you ask the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. We Ascians know because it is our history, our story.
He knows because he was there. Don't recite the deep magic to him. He was there when it was written.
It was we who summoned Zodiac. We natives of that sundered paradise.
That makes sense, though.
Now, do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining?
But you're gonna do that by summoning him again?
For our world. For our people. For all creation to be made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
Pretty much, yeah. He just wants to restore his home. Oh, they're gonna restore him to full power. I guess, okay. That was an enlightening experience, though not in the way I had hoped. Do you suppose there's any truth in Emmett Silk's claims? Oh, he was never unsummoned. I guess that makes sense, because Hydaelyn was never... Hydaelyn is still here, too, technically, so... Yeah, that makes sense. Zodiac isn't dead. He said that he was sundered and imprisoned, so by the logic, the rejoining puts them back together. Hence why Nabrialis said Laha Brea and Elidibus and Emmet are different among the red-masked Ascians because they are the only ones not divided due to Hydaelyn. This is why I love Shadowbringer. Yeah, the plot has thickened. The plot is now thicker than a snicker. Thicker than cold oatmeal, even. Yestola wears a haunted expression. Emmett Silk's words have clearly found their mark. Alright, hold on. I did say I was going to let Historian back in. We did have 5 people, right? Because you were, what's his face? Yeah, Gotcha Hill. Wasn't Gotcha Hill here? Oh well. That's fine. Let me catch up with the chat, though. Sometimes Living Dead won't even go off. Yeah, oh wait, no, I was further behind than this. You ever think how much Urianger has to think about how much he talks to make it as Shakespearean as possible? I don't know. Oh, job advice already. So that is fine. Been watching your Trails review and Nutshell videos. When is the Cold Steel 3 review and Cold Steel 4 Nutshell coming out? Cold Steel 3 review, I'm still working on that. I'm, without saying too much, I'm trying something a little new with that. But I've kind of been all over the place with it, so, like, sometimes I've scrapped and rewritten it, like, a couple times already. But I'm done with that part. I'm currently in the process of getting it edited. Cold Steel 4 in a nutshell, what I'm gonna actually do, because I'd said this in a previous video, that I wanted to catch up to the latest game before I resumed doing the nutshell videos, and that's just because the nutshell videos have gotten so long that it just takes a lot of effort to do it between, like, between games. So I'm still gonna do them, but, like, I'm probably gonna do them, like, one behind the other after I catch up. Yeah, and I do have to finish Cold Steel 4 first. Make the Cold Steel 4 one long as hell. I don't think I have a choice with that, because the game is already pretty long. This is why I don't like doing wall-to-walls while I tank. Yeah, I guess it's only really effective if you have a really good healer who's on point. Or whatever. Yeah, it does depend. Sometimes Living Dead won't even go off even if you pressed it before dying. Happened to me way more times than I care to admit. Oh. Did not know that. Usually I don't even have to use my invuln skills, but you know. This time I did. I always just use my ult after I have pulled, so that way they can be available again. That actually makes a lot of sense. Like, yeah, use it proactively instead of reactively. Everlasting Light has no effect on the jungle, at least compared to the other locales. Yeah, the trees kind of help cover it. They will probably treat the Warrior of Light as a chosen savior for bringing the night back, I'm sure. Yeah, it did look like the Near Forest. Night might mean a nighttime, which means they want to hear Lahi in their ears every 30 seconds. Oh, speak of the devil. Did the time just change over? The music changed. They will finally have peace. Yeah, I can't wait to get to the Near raids. I hear that's at the end of this expansion. The Sin Eaters return to Monkey. Yeah, time to slurp of another Sin Eater. And yeah, okay. So there's 5, and yeah, we've taken out 3 of them. Time to eat your vanilla ice cream, man. Chocolate's better. For ice cream flavors, at least. But cookie dough is the best one. Well, actually... No. Because if it's chocolate with brownies, that clears. Cookie dough's a close second, but I guess cookie dough would just be vanilla, and then the cookie dough pieces. It's getting late for me, but okay, that's why. All right, no problem. Gotcha, Hill. That's fine. The man's got them where I forgot she was blind. She couldn't see the sky because she was blind. I forgot. And yeah, lore time. So yeah, Hydaelyn and Zodiark are apparently primals. Of course I'm plotting, it's my job. Emmett Selk describing why he has a chair in the corner of his bedroom. I like to watch. He likes to set things up and let them go on. That's the twist. It's not just history, it's Emmett's history. And let the evil man talk. Let him cook. Don't let him talk, let him cook. Remember what Ifrit and Garuda said, you were bound into the service of another... Oh! And that's why I was immune to getting tempered, because I'm already, like, kind of tempered by Hydaelyn. I get it now. He was there since the Sundering. Yeah, it's to restore his home, and yeah, Zodiark was never unsummoned. Okay, so he's just like sort of incomplete. Massive lore drop. Lie. Yeah, pretty much. I think I... So when the world was sundered in 13, the souls of its people were also sundered. I think one left. And as Varys brought up, the people being sundered caused the myriad races to show up. Okay, yeah, I remember him saying that. And that he was trying to... He was helping with the rejoining to also make everyone look the same again. I tried my best, but Sage is... That's Sage, right? Sage is not my main. You've lied your last he. Oh, we're not tempered. Okay, well, what did they mean then when they said, like, I'm in service to another? You're still where's a... Oh, right. Yeah, I was about to do this before I read chat. Though recent events plainly warrant further discussion, I think it's best that we wait until Alphino and the others are present. Emmett Sell concluded, how convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the present, we should return to Fano and make certain of the Yulmoran's withdrawal. After that, Slitherbow, the blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. We're not necessarily tempered, but Hydaelyn has influenced us, so it will... Sorry, it'll be explained soon. It's not clear if I've been... Okay. Ifrit and Garuda thought we were tempered because they couldn't temper us, but the Echo makes us immune to... Okay, so it's still the Echo makes you immune to tempering. Which also applies to Hydaelyn. But it also caused the other primals to think we were already tempered by Hydaelyn, or at least someone else. Okay. I'm almost level 80. Maybe I should, when I hit 80, I should probably do the job quest and the role quest. You know what I mean. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report that the Lightwarden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single Sin Eater should make such a difference. As our numbers wane, so too did our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the V's, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. It was we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Quitana Ravel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we had never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble. We but do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in the woods, the secrets of the Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. Is Runar still here? He probably went back to Slithersbow, yeah. We escorted him back to Slithersbow shortly after you set out. If you would return to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Thank you, Almet. I look forward to a day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will await your return, then. Let's see. Ifrit and Garuda thought we were tempered because they couldn't temper us, but the echo makes us immune to tempering. The blessing of light is a tempering from Heidelin that does not induce mind control. Well, the question here is Heidelin tempering you through the echo and that's why you're immune? You guys honestly are being kind of spoilery. I mean, I'm not really sure why it's to temper, whether it's tempering or not. Like, I don't actually know either way. There are people with the echo that don't have Heidelin's blessing. Like, whether or not you've been tempered and might be manipulated by Heidelin is actively meant to be a question at this point. Pretty sure the only people with the echo and without the blessing are the Asians. Or I guess that one Sahajin that was tempered. But we don't know if he got the echo before or after tempering. Oh yeah, and yeah, I remember now. Ehrenwald also has the echo. And the blessing? Krau has... I know every Scion, at least in like the main cat, I think, plus Ehrenwald? I don't remember who has the echo or who doesn't. I was always under the impression that you need to have possessed the echo to have been recruited into the group, because that's how they found me, right? But I mean, it's been so long since I played A Realm Reborn. But yeah, if you can have the echo and not be a Scion as well, like, because also what was her name? I can't pronounce her name to save my life, but Iceheart or East Sail, whatever, however you pronounce her name, like she had the echo too. Cordola also has the echo, though hers is artificial. Yeah. Most of the Scions don't have the echo or blessing. The only ones with it are... Okay, I didn't know that. The only Scions with the echo are Minfilia, the Warrior of Light, and Kryl. Minfilia has the... Okay, this is a whole last debate. Wait, who has the echo and who doesn't? Minfilia has the blessing, but not the echo. Very few Scions have the echo. I'm sure we'll work it out.
Ah, you are returned, and none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
Guys, I'm famous.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong.
Even across different worlds.
But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say. Please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I don't know about that. You know, me and dinner parties don't really go well together. This gonna be, what, 3 for 3? Maybe 4 for 4 if you count what happened in Stormblood? I mean, listen, can we pass on that?
I'm sorry, Runar, but there's still much to be done and scant time in which to do it.
Thank you, Yusto. Oh, you are a lifesaver. Oh my goodness, I love you so much. She got the memo. No more dinner parties. I am kind of hungry, but no more dinner parties.
We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we would hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark, this I swear.
Let me see. When we met in Philia, she admitted to having the Echo specifically. Nobody with the Blessing of Light doesn't have the Echo. Some people have the Echo but not the Blessing of Light. It just means Heidelin has had her hand all over the place. Yeah, that's probably... Yeah, you are the Shadowbringer. The actual mechanics of this are explained eventually, but I don't want to spoil weapons. Yeah, if I get to like the end of the expansion and there's still some stuff I don't really understand, I'll just ask. So, yeah, no big deal. And with the multitude of our friends, Shadowbringers, roll credits. Let's just stop here with the Echo for now. I'm just picturing, like, you know that meme... It became a meme, but it's like the thumbnail of those 3 boys just sitting down on the couch, and it's like, is One Piece overrated? I'm just picturing that. It's just like, who has the Echo and who has the Blessing of Light? Having the Echo and the Blessing of Light is pretty much a finger and thumb situation. Alright, where to next? Oh, except they're probably going to explain to me, like, that I'm slowly being fucked up by the Lightwarden. Like, the Lightwarden remains or whatever. Though it pains me to leave it, it's time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I will await you in my chambers. Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Retica Falls, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first when we met at Fort Gone, your aether had appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light, not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Lightwarden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Heidelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Urianger also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. That's like the 5th time Y'shtola asked you to meet her privately in her chambers. Somewhere out there, a frickin' Dujin artist has probably taken notes. The blessing of light is less of a cure and more like painkillers. That makes sense. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Slither's bow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? I'll not deny there is a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the Blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. But I pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. This one in particular kind of felt pretty long. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Pray return to the Crystarium. I remember those days. All things considered, it is hardly surprising that Alphino and Alice have yet to arrive, but where is the Exarch? My friends, 'tis good to see you all again. Alphino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you've brought word of the Warden hiding in Retica? Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Yulmore has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corner of Norvant to defend them. I am glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Great Wood. Speaking of Yulmore, what came of your meeting with Vothri? He did not take it well. Yeah, about that. It proved to be headache-inducing. Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you all are tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the Warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. It's settled then. We reconvene after everyone has had time to settle in. You're getting to the plot. Things will get meatier. Time for shenanigans. Okay, nothing... Whenever you say that, either something really good or really bad happens. Thoughts on the Exarch? I have a sneaking suspicion who he might be, but I just can't prove it yet. Mostly because of something I learned back in A Realm Reborn's patch quest. Welcome back, miss. Returned from a lengthy excursion, I take it? Well, your room has been made ready, if you'd care to retire. Very good. I pray you sound sleep and pleasant dreams. You know what I meant. Another visit from Ardbert, I take it?
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me. True enough. Packing up and going home isn't really an option, is it? If you don't face the music here, it'll only come and find you there. Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
I don't even know at this point.
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascians stock in trade.
Yeah, they lie until they don't, though.
Villains, heroes. All a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbough look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
Meanwhile, in Garlemald. Oh, back to Gaius. I guess that other guy's a Stinian?
The scouts have to report.
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear...
Yeah.
To say nothing of Black Rose.
That's their ace in the hole, it seems.
All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
That was probably the guy whose body Xenos is stuck in.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game.
Xenos wants his body back.
Something to consider at any rate. But come, there's work to be done.
These bloodless games make for poor sport.
I think I know who that is.
Mayhappy father. I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend. I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
What's with all that noise? Is that in my dream or is that coming from outside? Uh-oh, did Yulmore find us? Did Yulmore find us? What are those motherfuckers up to? Alright, let me catch up on Shad. What do you think would happen if you shut all this Lightwarden light into the void? I'm not sure. My prediction is maybe like... I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe like right before, like maybe we kill like Lightwarden number 5 and like right before I'm supposed to turn. maybe there's like some kind of inner struggle, and then like there's like a duty where you like fight, where like the Warrior of Light has like an internal struggle with like them, and then the would-be Lightwarden or whatever. Oh, Ardbert Rome, when this guy kept trying to kill it? Yeah. Yeah, how things change. I remember when Nero was trying to kill us too, and now he's basically an ally. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Imagine a buddy cop style adventure starring Gaius and Astidian. And yeah, Xenos wants his body back. We have been robbed of good content. Obsessive. Not your friend, Xenos? I mean, I'm probably the closest thing he has to a friend, relatively speaking. Anyway. What the hell? As I suspected that you might be awake, I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of Sin Eaters appears to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. You know what? It's probably Vothri, because that motherfucker is quite literally in bed with the Sin Eaters. So he probably gathered up a whole army of them motherfuckers and said, like, you know, go wild or whatever. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. You may return to your quarters if you wish. I'm not going back to my quarters. Fuck you mean? Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say that your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate information to the other residents, but you are under no such obligation and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The Exedra tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace and companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. Your townsfolk are out, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Weapons! I've only just returned from Arm Arang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by Sin Eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. I blame the fat man. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we'll need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier. God damn, I wish I had my soundboard. To deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. Dun 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 dun. There's your makeshift get over the barrier. There are a number of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands will be better than 1. Very well. I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetherite Plaza. Batman causing problems yet again. Gonna have to cap him just like in Metal Gear Solid 2. Please keep the barrier memes to the Trails series. I've done a very bad job of that, by the way. Not sure how I feel about this remix of Get Over the Barrier in the remake. Maybe I'm too high up. Oh, I see it. And I can't go there. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Yeah, I fucked it up. Gotta go to the second level and then go around. You should go on tour with those singing skills. I think not. Wait, I could have just used the Ethernet. Oh well. Too little, too late. Any guesses why Ardbert is haunting you? Actually, I have no idea. My question is, why is it just Ardbert and none of his friends? It's like it's just him. That's what I don't understand. Did that do it?
Sighted! They're coming!
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
They're gonna find a way.
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Yeah, everyone outside of there is fucked, unfortunately.
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Oh, it's a duty. Wonder if we'll have another run-in with Ranjit. He's had like a 100% attendance rate to all of this. What lovely weather, just what we needed. It seems the battle's already begun in earnest. Make haste.
Let's give it our all.
Help is at hand.
I guess I target these. Or do I target this one? Yeah, I think this one's just background noise.
Leave the healing to me.
Did we just make a full circle?
I shall protect you.
You will rue the day you cross my path. There is nothing.
I forgot to put the fucking stance on. Thank you for reminding me. Oh. Well, they died. Of course not. No shit, they're organized. It's as we feared. But our task is as it ever was, turn the tide. I think death is preferable to becoming a Sin Eater. Agreed.
On your feet.
Oh, that's a lot of them. Oh my goodness! Alright, we're done.
There are so many.
What?
Lena, hold on.
I think she's cooked.
They turned on me.
What? Oh, thank fuck Thancred made it on time.
This one is mine! We need only hold out a little while longer.
What?
Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Oh, but he can't do anything because he's kind of just a spectator. They can't hear you.
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now. God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
Nope.
No, no, no. Stay back. Stay back. Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy?
Brutal. Why are the...
Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear!
I am wondering, though, how are they able to operate even though, you know, I brought back Night to this guy? Like, at the very least, even if they're allowed to move around, they should be weaker, I would feel like, but... Huh.
Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
That perfect name. Weapons to the front. I didn't plan that, I swear. It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course, those whose bodies remain anyway. Amount of light doesn't affect a Sin Eater's abilities, and Void Scent can operate in broad daylight without any effect. Oh, okay. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through, God knows I am, but if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Damn. That's depressing. Yeah, I think this might be the first, or maybe one of the few times where you actually, stick around for the aftermath of bullshit.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need? Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again.
Imagine pausing here to do some of those side quests. Oh, weapons. Don't mind the life-threatening injuries. Please fetch me a flower from down south first. Lena doesn't seem to be holding up well. What would have made this seem perfect if it was raining? Yeah, the sun came out a little too soon.
Now, if you will excuse me.
It probably should have rained after that battle. It is what it is.
I am fine.
No, you are not. Diet Fran needs some rest.
Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium.
The fat man is speaking. Listen and learn.
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and sin-eater might live in peace and harmony.
Offering to live in peace with the creatures that just killed a good chunk of them probably isn't the best selling point. Just, you know, for future reference. Yo, Nox, I was thinking the same thing. Oh my god, this guy kills me on a weekly basis, I swear. You know Ball3 isn't on board because those airships are still staying We're still staying afloat. Oh boy. I don't think there's any I'm stuttering. You could gather up all of the Sids across the entire Final Fantasy multiverse and have them collaborate on an airship, and I still don't think it would have held them up. I mean, honestly.
Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my sin-eaters. But it's only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
Dude, they just wanted to stop the fucking ugly monsters that keep attacking them and making their lives miserable. Like, it's not that deep. Law 3, you aren't God, so hop off your ego. He'd need to lose a couple 100 pounds before he's capable of hopping again. That dude can barely stand. I think this will be the last one I do, and then I'll hop off. Speaking of hopping off, Vothri's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from the Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagyrix still. Please give him my thanks. I mean, he thinks he's a deity, so I would definitely say that his ego is bigger. Yeah, but like, holy shit, bro. If you're gonna LARP as a god, can you at least LARP as one in better shape? Like... You're here for me. I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eaters landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have held the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hotorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamile, but just talk to her, will you? Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Possibly. Oh, weapons. What are you doing here? Thancred. It is my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse? Next time, all I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right, I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesamile. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesamile. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Dad crid, hug your daughter. He can't get past the fact that he lost OG Minfilia for this one. Probably best if I just go back to the plaza. Actually, I think I stepped out the wrong way. Yeah, you too, Historian. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so maybe I did have to go down that way and then... This place can indeed be confusing at times. Maybe I was supposed to go this way. Yeah, okay, I know the way now. I don't know why that messed with me so much. Here's your herbs. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patient's face makes plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it. I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel, but we'll win, I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield where you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With, Spagirix in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something you needed? I need to tell him something for me. Or I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said was true, if our losses were our just deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness and the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in. Please. We'll tell him. You have my word. Alright guys, that was the last quest I was going to do, so I'll call it there. So yeah, we'll pick back up same time next week and continue the MSQ. So, thank you to everyone who showed up, thanks to everyone who helped me during the dungeon, and yeah, as I said, we'll pick this back up next week. So y'all have a good night. What's this? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll take that.